My name is Aisha. I'm a foundation year 2 doctor. I work up north for the Pennine Acute NHS Trust. I'm currently on my GP block and I'm due to finish July 30th. I made a conscious decision to choose psychiatry as a career at the end of my foundation year 1 training after I did a 4-month placement in psychiatry across various different fields within the specialty itself. The few reasons why I would like to go into psychiatry. First and foremost, I wanted to do acute medicine first throughout medical school and in my first year. Loved it, thought it was interesting. I've always loved physiology. Very quickly during the on-call shifts, I realised you don't get a lot of time with patients. Your bleep goes off very regularly. You feel very anxious with the patient, you want to rush with them, you're only concerned about the physical problems and you're not really delving into the mental state and the anxiety related to being in hospital, etc. So I noticed that very early on, and it was really, I used to be riddled with anxiety because of it. I had no time for patients, which is why I went into medicine. And then I did my 4-month psychiatry block and I loved it. You had an hour with patients in clinic. I opted in for actually extra on calls because you get an hour with each patient, really delving into what brought them into hospital and how they're thinking and how they're feeling, what we can do to help, both from a pharmacological approach but also holistically with support in the society and family and communication and things like that. Another reason is I spoke to a lot of psychiatry trainees and they all said that the work-life balance is phenomenal. You can not freelance, but you can dictate your own time. You're very autonomous in this profession. They all love their job and they feel like they're making a big difference in clinics, etc., which I experienced in my rotation as well. Similarly, I think with psychiatry, communication is a big factor and empathy is a big factor. I've always been a good communicator in my whole life and I'm always interested in people and what's made them be who they are and the problems they're facing. I think in psychiatry it's just a chance for you to express that personality even more. Another reason I've chosen psychiatry, I think with psychiatry you're allowed to, I don't know how to say it. I think in psychiatry when you're on one-on-one with a patient, you're allowed to explore different aspects of medicine. It's not like in acute medicine, internal medicine, where you're just looking at the physiological side of things. You're looking into a more complex cause of why they're presenting. You're able to tackle it from different angles, and therefore at the end of it, although albeit a long sort of procedure and a long-winded communication between you and the patient, you come to a better outcome because the patient isn't just left with a few tablets to take, but different mentality. You've got psychotherapy and family therapy and things like that, so it all sort of ties in together. I think overall psychiatry is just a good career choice depending on someone's personality. For my personality, I think it's perfect.